According to the 1995 Constitution, under Article 90, Parliament is mandated to appoint committees necessary for the efficient discharge of its function and to prescribe the powers, composition and functions of the said committees through the rules of procedure. These committees can be standing, sectoral, select or ad hoc committees which at any given time are given work to undertake within a prescribed time frame. The main committees are the 13 standing committees and 15 sectoral committees, with both categories holding membership appointed by the government chief whip and the leader of opposition. They include accountability committees, public accounts committee, commissions, statutory authorities and state enterprises COSASE, government assurance and local government, which must be run by opposition leaders. Joyce Bagala, the Shadow Minister for Information and member of COSASE, points out that the expertise of the legislators in the various fields is also taken into consideration when appointing the committee membership.
We were investigating, I can give you an example, or issues to do with land. The Honorable Yusuf Nsibambi, who was at the Kampala District Land Board for a long time and is well versed with issues concerning land, was very helpful when we were doing that investigation.
Parliament standing committees drew majority of their work from the Auditor General's report that analyzes the work of all government entities. The committee engages technical support from Parliament to undertake any investigation.
We have technical people as the clerk to the committee, as a legal officer. So we sit with them and discuss the issues as presented in the report. So then we agree how do we move.
After analyzing the report, the committee then zeroes down on an investigation into any entity that is found to be wanting in its conduct of business.
We draw a plan and even we sometimes even have timelines. We estimate how much time we may need for certain entities and then we start discussing. So when we start looking at the report, then we realize that we need to invite some people from those entities.
But the time spent conducting this investigation normally boils down to how willing the staff of the entity in question are to cooperate with the committee.
Sometimes when they're very willing, when they're cooperative and they provide the necessary information, we take really limited time. But sometimes it becomes difficult when they spend a lot of time bringing the information that we need. You may estimate that in maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you're done with a certain entity, and the issues that you discover then take you further into other issues.
Sometimes the investigations require the committee to move out of the August House to conduct field work.
Yeah, there are many times when we've had challenges with facilitation to go to the field, but of course all the work of Parliament is facilitated by Parliament.
When the investigations are concluded, the committee has to generate a report.
And when you write the report, you have to agree or disagree. When you agree, it means that all of you will append your signature to that report. When you do not agree, then the ones who do not agree will most probably write a minority report. And you will indicate to the Speaker. The chairperson will know.
However, the legislator points out that one of the biggest challenges members of Parliament face when it comes to carrying out committee work is holding membership to both the standing and sectoral committees.
I personally sit on ICT as a sectoral committee and I sit on COSASE as an accountability committee. Now, there are times when both committees are sitting at the same time. Now, if that happens to even other sectoral committees and members who sit on, for instance, COSASE, have got to attend other committees, that means you may find yourselves without quorum for one of the committees.
Bagala believes it's time that Parliament's Business Committee rethinks this way of working.
Maybe the Business Committee of Parliament should realign so that we give priority to these accountability committees because they handle work that concerns taxpayers' money.
In light of this, we sought to understand from the legislator whether the Speaker's criticism of COSASE is valid.
The concern by the Speaker of backlog is valid. But it's not fair to say that COSASE, as the committee, we are lazy. I don't know if I'm understood very well. The concern is valid. When there's backlog of work, it is understandable. We need to put out this work. But there are other issues that should be looked at, and that's why I'm telling you, realigning to ensure that we do work without interruptions from our different committees and to prioritize these accountability committees.
What remains to be seen now is how COSASE will respond to the issues raised by Speaker Among. Joyce Nakato, NTV Weekend Edition.
It's so critical.